Have you ever felt that your dog is watching you, as if they're monitoring every movement? Just imagine unwinding on the couch, and there they are, those big, expressive eyes locked on you as they contentedly chew on their favorite toy. Or perhaps in some peaceful moment you just sit there sharing this serene mutual gaze, sensing this unspoken bond that binds you to your furry friend. It's a behavior not alien to many dog owners. It generally leaves us wondering why our dogs stare at us with such intentions. In this video, we're going to dig into surprising reasons why your dog gazes at you. From instinctive behaviors to expressions of emotions far more complex than you may have ever considered for your pup. We're digging up why your dog keeps staring at you. Spoiler alert, it's not always just about food. Reason number 1, seeking information. Dogs are so in tune with us. They are watching for cues. It is the stretch for the leash, indicating a walk, or you are reaching into the kitchen to grab a snack. Their eyes usually are that of them reading you like an open book, trying to predict what is next. That's how they track. And so they really are the best observers of our habits. It's almost like having a little furry detective dog following your every move, except they solve the mystery of, is it dinner time yet? Dogs have evolved alongside humans for thousands of years, which has made them exceptionally adept at picking up on our body language, facial expressions, and even subtle shifts in our mood. This means that when they stare, they are actively trying to decode what you're doing and what it means for them. For instance, when you start putting on your shoes, your dog is staring at you intently, thinking it might be the precursor to a walk around the block. When you reach for your car keys, they are sure it's ride time. They're constantly collecting data from us on what's going next, so this makes their stare a really useful tool in interpreting their world. Reason number 2, communicative needs. But observation is not everything. Sometimes, stares are just the way of saying something. To be let outside for a toilet break? Hungry? Want that toy hidden somewhere under the couch? They are using the intense stare technique instead of barking and scratching. And honest to God, it will always work. Who doesn't want those eyes? Dogs have learned to get our attention by staring at us. Sometimes they want something, be it a treat, playing time, or just some attention. Staring can be their way of letting you know without going too outrageous about it. This behavior often begins as a simplistic attempt to communicate, but then quickly becomes a reinforced action, because most of the time we give in to those pleading eyes. Take the example of staring at your dog and giving them what they want, based on their stare. You would have learned that staring at you is an effective way of getting what you want. It is a very covert yet sound way of communicating their needs without whining or throwing tantrums, a kind of implicit way. Reason number 3, manipulating you just a little. Of course, dogs are smart animals, and that stare can easily cross the line into manipulation territory as well. Imagine this: you're sitting at the dinner table, and you feel those eyes on you, basically boring into your soul. Your dog has learned that a long, patient stare can work for a tasty reward, maybe a piece of your dinner. They're not gazing out there with a casual interest. They have an agenda, and they know how to see it through. They've got us wrapped in their little paws, haven't they? Dogs are masters at reading human behavior and knowing what works. They do that staring to get some food if it's once been successful. That's an added behavior reinforced with every such incident, especially if you cave into those puppy eyes and sneak them a piece from your meal. This is learned behavior, showing us the very observant nature and the intelligence of our canine companions. They know that if they can hold our gaze long enough, we might just give in. Such manipulation does no one any good. But at the same time, this reveals how perceptive they are and how easily they can train people to respond to them according to their needs. Reason number 4, for love. Sometimes the reason is much sweeter than that. The mutual staring can release oxytocin that has been termed the love hormone. This hormone bonds mothers to their children. Gazing by your dog may well be deep expressions of love and confidence. It's their way of saying, "You are my person, and I feel safe with you." Moments like these remind us why dogs earn the title human's best friend. It has been found that mutual gaze between a dog and his owner increases oxytocin in both. This hormone bonds people together and leads to that feeling of closeness and trust. It is the same hormone that plays a major role in parent-child bonding, therefore. Those moments of eye contact with your dog are biologically equivalent to the feelings of love and attachment that parents feel toward their children. That's one of the reasons why our relationships with our dogs feel so special. Perhaps the most intimate way a dog knows how to express their love for you is when they look at you with soft, relaxed eyes. Reason number 5, confusion or seeking direction. This has some things sometimes related to getting your dog to stare at things. Dogs don't actually speak our language, you see, and so the nature of human behavior can bewilder them. Sometimes, then, looking at you like that will be just an attempt by them to figure things out. It is not sulking, it is interested, like asking, "What's next?" Encouraging this kind of eye contact, especially during training, helps strengthen your bond and builds trust, showing your dog that you're their reliable guide. During training sessions, dogs will often stare at their owners as they try to understand what is being asked of them. This stare is a sign that they're focused and ready to learn. By making eye contact, they're looking for cues and direction from you. You're rewarding that type of behavior by giving attention to your dog. Commands like "watch me" or "look here" make for better training. Those would have been handy when you needed the attention of your dog and were walking them and the kids were calling out to the dog, for example. The more he learns to look to you for guidance, the greater your communication and bond will become. Reason number 6, resource guarding. Sometimes, a stare from your dog may be associated with resource guarding. When your dog stares at you intensely, especially if this is in relation to food or toys, they could be signaling that they feel defensive over something that they hold in high regard. Resource guarding is a natural behavior that goes along with a dog's instinct for survival. They appear to look out for protecting their most prized possessions, food, toys, or even a coveted place on the couch. If accompanied by stiff body posture or low growl, it is a sign that they might be insecure or anxious about losing something important to them. Understanding this behavior is crucial for addressing it properly. It is not a case of dominance or stubbornness, it is more a matter of fear of losing access to something they cherish. If your dog is a resource guarder, it will be treated with care and patience, because using trading up, in which he's given something of higher value for the item he is guarding, or desensitize him towards people approaching his resources may gradually reduce his anxiety. In extreme cases, a professional trainer or behaviorist should be consulted to ensure the safety of everyone involved and to help your dog feel more secure. Should you look back? That's subtlety. Intense stares by you may cement the bonding between you and your partner, but they could be misread. For a dog, a staring competition is a challenge or even a threat. So instead of staring back at them, try for soft eye contact, the kind that says "I love you," without hurting your dog's feelings. Gentle eye contact is a good way to express love and trust without making your dog feel under pressure. Every look your dog throws in your direction is charged with meaning, and by learning how to read these looks, you can play in ways that deepen your relationship. Whether it's a loving gaze, a flash of interest, or even a poignant appeal for the last bite of your sandwich, understanding your dog's look is crucial to developing a relationship based on trust, empathy, and respect. For our dogs are more than just pets, they are, in fact, family. If you like this video, please thumbs it up, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss out on future content. Thanks for watching.